And welcome back to Anyone's Hunt. My name is Stephen Drake, and in this series, my friend Connor and I will be archery hunting pronghorn antelope in my home state of Montana. Let me explain. So the goal of this series is to share hunting opportunities that are available to anyone. Share with you how to do the hunt, how to get these tags, and show just how much fun the hunts can be. So again, for the second series, we're doing archery antelope hunting in Montana. It's a very fun hunt, it's opportunity rich, the tag is very easy to get. I'm pretty excited to share this one with you. With that said, here is a little teaser of what's to come. Alright, so now I'm just going to dive into some of the details on the hunt. So first off, this is a 900 series either sex archery antelope tag, and it's good for regions 3 through 7, which encompasses a majority of the state, or at least most of the state where you would find antelope. The season runs from August 15th through early November. This is a draw tag, and you will be required to put in for it through the Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks website, and the draw deadline is typically in early June. The last 4 years, this tag has been a guaranteed draw, and there's actually been leftover tags, and so if you do miss the draw deadline, any of those leftovers do become available sometime in August on a first come, first served basis. As far as where to hunt, Montana is absolutely loaded with public land. In total, there's about 30 million acres of public land, which consists of BLM, state, and Forest Service. On top of that, Montana also has a really cool program called the Block Management Area Program. The BMA program is a cooperative between the Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks and private landowners. And private landowners who enroll in this, basically they're allowing private access for hunting on their land. So in total, there's about 7 million acres of privately enrolled land in the Block Management Area Program. One of the perks of the onX app is that the onX app actually has a Block Management Area base map. So if you turn that on, when you're hunting in Montana, you'll be able to see where all the block management areas are. If you click into them, the actual block management area maps will pop up, and all the rules and regulations will be there. You can see where to sign in, you can see where to call to gain access, like all that information is contained within the app, so it's super handy. There really is antelope in every portion of the state. Areas that I've found seem to have higher densities are areas that have food, agriculture land, and a bunch of like prairie to roam. So next I will jump into the onX app and start to do some e-scouting. The first thing I do is I find public roads, and then from there I find public land that intersects those roads or block management areas. Then I'll zoom into those and find areas that have big sage country, water holes, and egg land. And then I'll drop pins in those areas of places that I think probably hold antelope. So the cost to do this hunt it's relatively affordable. For a non-resident antelope tag, it's $205. Your base hunting license is $15, and then the required archery stamp is $10. And then, like, say you're driving to Montana from the Midwest, you might budget $200 in gas, $100 in food. There's no cost to do any truck camping. So in total, you're looking at about $530 to do this hunt. Say you're flying to Montana, obviously that's going to be a bit more expensive, but you should still be under that $1,000 mark to do this hunt. That said, I've got a tag, Connor's got a tag, and he flies in here shortly, so I am off to the airport to go pick him up. What's going on? All right, buddy.
How you doing, bud?
Good to see you.
Oh, you stoked?
So jacked.
Sweet, dude. Let's do it.
Love it.
Hi, my name is Gabbott, and I just came down from Canada. Just wanted to go over a couple of key points in regards to using the onX app when you're out in the field. So one super important tip before you go out of service is that you have to make sure that you turn on the appropriate layers on your onX map for the area that you're going to be hunting in. And then when you save your off-grid map, that's going to ensure that all those layers are saved to your phone and you can still access them and use them when you're out in the field and you don't have any service. All right, so once I've zoomed in on the area that I'm going to be hunting, I hit map layers. From there, I'm going to turn on Montana private lands, Montana government lands, Montana hunting districts, and Montana block management. Now that all my layers are showing on my map, I'm going to go to off-grid, and I'm going to save a new map. From there, I'm going to be able to rename the map, and I'll choose from 3 different resolution details: 5 miles wide, 10 miles wide, or 150 miles wide. For our application, we want to make sure we're capturing a large area, so I'm going to go 150 miles wide. So these maps are approximately 250 megabytes, so make sure you got enough space on your phone before you download, and it really helps to be connected to Wi-Fi. Okay, so now when I'm out of service and I'm out in the field, I can just hit off-grid, go offline, and now my preloaded maps are all ready to go and I can access them wherever I go. So another really cool feature that you can use when you're out in the field is the ability to share waypoints. Once you've saved a waypoint, to share it, simply click on the waypoint, hit share, and from there you can send it as a text message or an email.
So Connor just sent me a text message with this waypoint, and to add it and save it to my onX app, I'm simply going to click into the link here, and I'll have an option to either add it to my map or not. I'm going to press yes, add it. There she be. She is added to my onX app. So next we're going to dive into some key pieces of gear that are helpful on an antelope hunt. So first up is knee pads, and these are the Sika scent pants, and they have removable knee pads. For this hunt, you know, you're in lots of prickly, cactusy type country, and you're crawling around on your hands and knees a lot, and so having knee pads is really crucial. Second thing, and this is actually something that I take on pretty much all my hunts, is this little case right here. This is called a phone scope. I'm able to mount my phone directly to my spotting scope or binoculars and get some really cool wildlife footage and photos. So we're primarily out in the prairie. The wind's typically blowing, so you can get some wind drift with your arrows a little bit. And so I've got a 6 arrow quiver, and the broadheads that I'm shooting this year, these are expandables. These ones are Grim Reaper expandables. The wind drag is very minimal on them, and Grim Reapers especially, like, they're just super deadly. Optics is obviously super important. Can't hunt them if you can't see them. So I'm running the Leupold BX5 Santiams. These are a 10 power binocular. And then for a spotter, I'm running the Leupold SX5. It's a 27 by 55 power. And of course, if we're gonna get an animal down, we gotta be able to pack it out back to the truck. I'm running this really cool new pack from Mystery Ranch. It's called the Pop-Up 28. What I love about it is that it's the size of a day pack. It's small enough, it carries everything that I need while I'm hunting. And once I get an animal down, it's able to extend. It turns into a full-size load-carrying rig. So excited to put this one to use. Truck is all loaded up, and we've got about a 5-hour drive tomorrow morning. We will see you in episode 2 from Antelope Country.